Howdy, friends and neighbors. Welcome back to Disobedient. I'm your host, Peter Arena. It is Saturday, February 28th, 2026, and it's going to be a short video and update. I was hoping to have an interview this week, but as promised, I would do one episode even if it meant my ugly mug talking to you solo. And unfortunately, what I had expected and rude with anticipation, the attack on Iran began in the early hours today, and we have opened a Pandora's box that won't be closed now. As of now, the best I can understand is that they have managed to kill the Supreme Leader Khamenei, and they did that in the early portion of the attack. And when I say they, the United States, and in conjunction with Israel, at whose behest we are waging this insane war that is based upon nothing more than lies, absolute lies. The Iranians were in the process of negotiating in good faith, perhaps foolishly on their part, given past events and how they had been duped in the past by both Israel and the United States during their negotiation process. But they had effectively, tentatively agreed to the conditions for nuclear inspections, and were going to have a group from Iran go to Paris, meet with the IAEA folks, and arrange for inspections. And Witkoff, our negotiator from the White House, effectively a huge Zionist, one of the ardent Zionists that pack the Trump White House currently, had made no indication that the attack was impending, and there's no possible way he didn't know what was coming. So there's his credibility shot to hell. So any opportunity to go negotiate with the Russians in the future is going to be met with silence, and they're just going to turn their back on him and the United States. And the United States doesn't deserve any credibility, doesn't deserve any trust. They've destroyed all their trust. And so we are in league with a psychopathic, genocidal regime that is a cancer sitting on the edge of the Middle East, on the eastern edge of the Mediterranean. They've managed to, our greatest ally, as I like to say, has managed to kill literally hundreds of thousands of people, mostly innocent men, women, and children. And now, because they saw in Trump probably their last opportunity to effectively get this job done and finish the last of their 7 nations to be destabilized and destroyed at their behest by the United States war machine, we have now commenced what is very, very likely World War III. The implications, the downrange implications for what's going on right now in Iran, is that the United States is going to have its ass spanked and handed to them. And that's not to say that Iran won't get heavily damaged and won't get beat up real hard in the process. But the United States is not the imperial superpower that it thinks it is and perhaps once was. And the prospect of drawing China and Russia into this mix is very real, very real. And we are not going to see anything good come from this, except perhaps the utter destruction of the state of Israel. That illegal regime is perhaps going to now come to an end, and this idiocy of this Zionist project and the vampire-like sucking and siphoning of the energy and blood of our nation for its benefit may finally come to an end. But it's going to come to an end at a cost, because they're not going down without taking somebody else down with them. And by which I mean what they refer to as the Samson option. Israel has already made it clear that if it feels that its back is against the wall, they are going to exercise what they consider to be their last option, the Samson option. This illegal, psychopathic regime that has illegally and covertly produced nuclear weapons and stockpiled them, and of course has not been a member of any acknowledged nuclear nation, and has done so without signing any non-proliferation treaties, because we don't have any, is the official stance. But everybody knows that they've got them. So it's this ridiculous pretense that Israel is not a nuclear power, when everybody knows it has the bomb. It has many bombs. It has, by some estimates, over 200 nuclear warheads at their disposal. And a dirtier player you will never find. And so they're not going to put them on the tip of a warhead. They're not going to even fly them in. They're going to be brought into some unsuspecting country, our own perhaps, and left somewhere, Paris, London, New York. It doesn't matter, but this is the kind of nuclear blackmail and the kind of people we are dealing with in this Zionist psychopathic regime. This is the terror. This is the terrorist regime that has been plaguing the world, and now pushed repeatedly over and over and over again. The Iranians have now lost all restraint, and they have done so with the cooperation, materially and intellectually, on the part of China and Russia, and they are going to put up one hell of a fight, and they've already done so. So as of now, the Straits of Hormuz have been shut down. So that's that for any ships going through. They've already sunk a ship that attempted to go through. Apparently, this is the reports I'm hearing. I've seen footage of what appears to be a coastal refinery in Saudi Arabia. That might have been, I don't know that that was a refinery. It might simply have just been a point of dispensing, effectively a port where ships were loaded with petroleum and petroleum products. But it was a conflagration of an enormous size, and that was just the again, we are talking about the opening salvos of what is going to be a much wider regional war, because now, as of now, I understand the UAE has now come out against Iran. Saudi Arabia has now come out against Iran. The Yemenis have yet to show up on behalf of Iran, and Hezbollah has yet to come out on behalf of Iran. But if you want to see a massive clusterfuck of violence and destruction that is effectively going to catapult the rest of the world. This is the hinge point. This is the match. If there's a match to be lit, it is right there. And so this is what we're looking at. The United States, at the behest of its master, Israel, and the banks that control and have created and own Israel, and the banks that own the United States through not only the central banks, but also through the massive corporations that own everything in America and are effectively tied into this network of mastery control, have effectively coerced, blackmailed, and driven the United States to make use of its colossal military power and initiate this war at their behest. And will it come to our shores? I don't know. You know, we've been we've been blessed with this nation that is on the other side of the world and is thankfully protected by two large oceans and is not in proximity to a lot of this. And so historically we've sat here and just kind of sucked our thumb while everybody else gets the hard end of the bat that we seem to want to swing everywhere, again at the behest of our greatest ally. So you know, this is where we're at. We're the United States, the people of the United States. Are we going to see an end to this soon? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is going to stretch on for quite a while, and it could turn into a massive conflagration, and there's no telling where this is going to go. When war starts, all the battle plans go to shit, and nobody can really predict where things are going to go. It's not good. I pray for everyone. I pray for our nation. And by the way, I'm wearing my brand new "Long Live the Republic" cap that I purchased from Jesse from 3D Custom Car Parts. He's an amazing producer creator on Facebook and X and Instagram and wherever the hell else. But he comes out almost daily with some commentary that's incisive and cuts to the bone, man. We've lost our republic, and it's time to get our republic back. And it's time to get the fangs of these vampires out of the neck of our republic. So that's my installment for today. I pray for everybody. Lord Jesus Christ, please forgive us and cover us with your love and allow us to be loving in return, despite the overwhelming desire to be anything but. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.